Alright, so the new boss is very easy. How do you farm it fast? I'll be honest, I have not farmed this boss fast yet because I just autoed it. Every day, I just came in, selected an AI from a friend, and autoed it. Very simple. But I'm going to be showing a few teams here, starting with one that I saw from Dora-chan. It's like a human team because he has a stance, so we got stance removal from Jenna. Now, if you can't replicate the human team, he was actually using LR Escanor, but because I think it's this friend of mine here, I guess is my guildmate, has already LR Escanor. I want to show like both. You can probably just run the one ultimate if you want, and then we have Death Pierce, Attack Food. But I'm gonna show a few teams because you can do this with a bunch. If you have Albedo, if you summon for the banner, she is best in slot. you wouldn't guess, right? She is best in slot. I'll show that too. I just want to start with a human team. I think you can also replace Escanor if somehow you don't have both for freaking another human. Or Roxy. Roxy is a difficult one to replace. Really difficult one to replace because you're using her here for the extra hit. So I think if you don't have Roxy, then you should just skip out on humans. Alright, but this is the first turn. So the first turn he has invincibility. And I believe that the reason why he has invincibility is because they want you to use Albedo. They want you to have a counter unit so that you can, you know, at the end of your turn, he can be attacked, and he starts attacking you right away. So your counters are going to be very effective. So next team, we're actually going to utilize that pretty good. So the ally is already removing stance, so I don't have to. So instead, I'm just going to pop in my attacks here. Honestly, he should die before I even get to attack, if this Escanor is good. Yeah. You see how weak he is. If you just remove the stance that he has, he takes a substantial amount of damage. Like you saw, my teammate right there, I don't think he even has optimal gear. It's probably like on a different character and stuff. And then, I mean, thank you. Thank you, AI, for popping just the worst combo of cards possible, but it's okay. I'll just go with this. Bro actually popped 3 Jenna cards. I mean, if you crit every hit, then there's Roxy passive going on. This is not too bad. Very easy, very simple, decently fast. Now this next team is pretty accessible. I would say that, you know, everybody that's been playing for over a month. Not a month because, you know, Gaffer. But it's a team that every character has been given out for free, except Green Sauriel, but he's not a start to get character, so I do consider. And it's very accessible. So if your Sauriel is like a bunch weaker than mine, it should still be alright for you. Because, oh yeah, also Death Pierce in the back. I would recommend try to find a teammate that also has Death Pierce. If you don't have many friends on your friends list, that's fine. Just go with anyone that's like that you find in the AI list that's using humans, and you should be fine with doing this fast anyways. The point is, like, this is not hard, right? Even if you get like a terrible AI, you're gonna complete it, right? It's just we're trying to make this as fast as possible so you can get your 3 a day real quick, move on, right? That's the idea. So yeah, try to get someone that's using such a team. But here, this is what I was saying about counters, right? So at the end of the first turn here, he lifts the damage reduction or whatever. Basically his immunity to any damage pretty much. And that is probably on purpose because they want you to use Albedo. But Green Sauriel is a fantastic unit. And if you have his relic especially, you know, he's going to get extra attack. But if you don't have his relic or you don't have Liz's relic, you should still be okay. You're probably still going to be doing enough damage. Huh? Oh, he put out the dodge. Oh, that's random. That's random. Like, the order of attacks is random. Damn. I've done this before a few times, and I've got for like 1 turn completions. I say a few times because I was trying different AI. And this is the first time that he puts the dodge and messes up my my stuff here. Damn. The one run I'm recording, he puts out the dodge. That's really unfortunate. That can happen in any run, right? So that's not a knock on the team itself. That's just bad RNG. That again, that extra dodge that he puts on himself is RNG. What cards he's gonna use and stuff like that. Sometimes he does that after like the 3rd attack, so or not at all. Unfortunately, didn't get to see my boy at his maximum there, but it's whatever. One thing to watch out here in the 2nd phase, I forgot because, you know, we one-shot him last time, but he has a full heal. He's got full heal here. Yep. Which is fine, you can just play around that. If you have a strong teammate with a human team, you're gonna be okay. He only full heals once. I'm not sure if he increases stats after full healing, that's a question. This would have been much better if I actually did 1 turn that 1st phase. Would have looked way better, but I'll still keep this in the video because, you know, it is a realistic scenario that he just puts on the dodge and messes up with your fast farm. That's why, I mean, I think the human team is like probably the best, which is why I showed it first. I mean, this is, you know, if you pull Albedo, the idea here is very simple, okay? You want to maximize her stats and you're just gonna demolish that. That's it. That's it. I got here a teammate that also is using pretty much the same team. He's using Echidna over the Ram, so a little less basic stats than me, but it doesn't really matter. I'm maximizing just full-on basic stats. And here in the 1st turn is the same thing with Sario, right? So we're gonna be popping the counter, you know, just use up other cards. And so long as it doesn't put on the dodge, we 1 turn with the counters. And that's, again, that's what I assume they were going for, right? I assumed that that's what they were going for. They were going for, you know, everyone's going to want to summon for Albedo because then you can just demolish this boss or whatever. But you don't need to. You're probably going to summon anyways, but you don't need to. You can just use Sario and it's fine. Doesn't even do damage to me. Damn. Yeah. Yeah, like level 1 counter, by the way. So I mean, the teammate is whatever. If you have Albedo, you don't even need a teammate, right? The teammate here is whatever. I just picked someone that was using pretty much the same team because why not? But the teammate is really whatever. Then again, you know, if you have a strong enough units, you probably won't need to. But put up a counter. And she'll destroy once again. Does Fairy kill here? Oh, a little off. If I had the Albedo single target instead of the counter here, I would have actually killed, but you know, this is the team that I auto with because it doesn't matter. Like, it really doesn't. I click auto, I look the other way, I look back to the screen, it's over. So have fun farming, I guess.